Welcome back, and let's do today a very quick review of this knife which I recently got for myself. This is a well-known knife. It's ESEE IZULA. The kind of special thing about this knife and about this review that it's not just a knife, and I will be talking about all additional stuff which I got for the knife and how I'm planning to use it a little bit. So let's make it quick. There's like hundreds and thousands of videos on YouTube about this knife, well known, been on market for years. I always liked those so-called skeleton handle knives. I had a few, and this one I always wanted to try the IZULA as well as a compact, really nice knife. But when I finally saw that they started doing those in S35VN steel, I got one. Not immediately, of course. This one is probably around a year on the market. I got this knife a few months ago. I started using this, and after some initial impressions, I can finally get to the review. And as you see, what I also was lucky, I was lucky to get one from a first production run with number 72. Somehow it's a low number. So anyway, it's nice that they mark those knives with those things. So what else I got for this knife? I got MICARTA scales, and I'll mount them for you. And I got this, it's not a sheath, it's a plate attachment for MOLLE systems for the knife. So let's get things sorted out. This sheath comes with the knife. This attachment pretty much comes as is in the box, not in the box, in a little plastic bag. And those MICARTA scales, they come separately. So there's 3 items: knife with the sheath, attachment, and the MICARTA scales. Strangely, on YouTube, I don't see a lot of reviews for all of those things together. There's a little bit on the scale, there's a little bit on the on this plate, so nothing together pretty much. So hopefully, if you're looking for this kind of answers to the questions, how does it all fit together, that's what you will get in this video. So couple more words about this knife. I do have a very similar knife already, and if you take a look, it's also ESEE and Ka-Bar collaboration. This one is, I think it's called BK24 or something. It's not 14 or 24, because this one is in D2 steel. And as you can see, the handle is very similar, or pretty much exactly the same. And the blade is different. So this one has a larger blade, different shape. That's why actually those accessories which I have for this knife, they're not compatible. So I cannot mount this thing here. I cannot swap clips between those two sheaths. So I did use this knife for a while. I had it both with paracord wrap, and finally I got those plastic scales. I do like the knife. It's relatively strong and big for a small overall package, but I don't like this sheath. I don't like this clip. It's really not convenient to use this knife as is with this attachment. So when I saw this, I thought, yep, I will be able to mount it inside my bag. I have a bag with tools and all kind of interesting stuff in there. It does have a MOLLE webbing inside, so I can put there a lot of additional stuff which I need to carry in that bag. For example, different kind of pouches, mag pouches, whatever is needed for this kind of bag. So, and of course I need a backup knife, and this fits quite well into the overall layout of things. Maybe one day I will show, when it's complete, I will show everything, but today let's focus on the knife. And before I mount those things, one more thing, just just to give you an idea how this knife is being sold. As I said, those things are sold very cheaply in just in plastic bags. The knife itself sold in a box. That's just a wrapper for the box. It has some survival information cards. Where is that box? Oh, yeah, it's right here. So you're gonna get additional clip again for the belt, the metal one. But as I said, I don't really like it this way because this clips, those metal clips, they tend to bend and not work really well. Getting some stickers, again those survival cards, some information about the knives. Good stuff, good stuff for actually not that expensive kind of a knife as this one. I thought it will be way more expensive with this steel, but finally I was able to find one for a reasonable price. I don't remember. Price changes. I think it's a good price for the good steel and interesting knife. So let's first of all, if you don't get the scales, and you will get the sheath and the screws, they come with the knife, not with the plate. You can mount it, and then what you will get retention with the click here, and then if you can leave it as is, it's pretty secure, or you can even do a thing like this. So then the knife is really secure. It wouldn't stick out. But anyway, it also depends where you mount it. If you mount it somewhere rigid, you can do it like this. If you mount it on, let's say somehow you put your belt in there, or if you mount it on a strap of your vest, then probably it will be bending, so that will not be very good idea to use this rubber band around the knife. As well as you can possibly want to have some kind of a lanyard on the knife, then it will look like this. I think lanyards for those kinds of knives, they would work really well. And then of course when you would put the knife back in, you would need to do like this. You will have a lanyard sticking out of this band, and then what you also can do, you can just pull it on the lanyard, and then again you pull the knife out by the lanyard. Yep, it should work. Okay, let's do the scales. As you can see, those scales are different from those ones. Some people on the internet, I did a little bit of research, they say some scales fit quite well in between those two knives. Some scales require a little bit of file work or grinding, just some stuff so to fit better. So I didn't try those here because I already have those on. Let's try those here. I didn't put it yet. It's interesting for me to see how it would go. And again, it would be interesting for you to see how it would fit into the overall kind of like a carry system, let's call it this way. I think a lot of people call a set of accessories and the way they install, the way they meant to be used together, they call it as a system. Let's use that word, why not? As you can see with those scales, they come with the mounting hardware, they come with the insert. Of course, everything came loose. I just, while I was waiting for the knife to come in, I kind of assembled it like this. So also, as you can see, those scales, they go like a vice versa. This opening is not for in front of the knife. This opening is for this rear hole to expose this ring, again, for attaching lanyards or for other maybe accessories. It's not for the finger. It's not for the finger. So yep, we line this up like this. So I think this insert is just to properly line all those screws and to leave minimum wobble within the handle once it's mounted. Let's do one from this side. Yeah, don't rush, just do at your own pace. People on YouTube will want to see it anyway, right? Yeah, it all lines up quite well. That's why there's a very little space for mistakes when you mount those things. And one maybe from this side. It doesn't really matter from which side you will get them. They both have hex screws inside there. So come on, get in there. And let me tighten them. So when I also wobbled, when I was looking at those scales without mounting the knife, I noticed that those hex screws, they don't match my other tools. So this is my bike tool, and it kind of fits, but not perfectly. So let's tighten it a little bit, not too much, and see what we got. What do you think? Nice? Not too big. Still feels a little bit small, but pretty nice. Nice texture, nice color to match this one. I think those ones, you can get them black as well. I like this desert color. Yeah, covers the serial number, doesn't cover the markings on the blade. Nice, actually quite nice, not too much. They leave this ring exposed. I think I maybe install them a little bit. Maybe I need to line them up a little bit higher, like this. Yeah. All right. And then let's see how it fits in here. It still fits. And can I do this? I kind of can. Again, if I want to take it out. Yep. Just pulled it. Wow. This leaves a little bit of a stretching here, but anyway, I like it. Yeah. So couple more words about the knife and what I actually noticed with this thing recently. I did use the knife itself. I carried it without the scales on this one, just pretty much without mounting it yet anywhere. Nice knife, not too big, fits in the hand even without the scales quite well. I didn't do paracord yet, because I know I did paracord on this one. It's another conversation. So knife feels a little bit small. What I didn't like about the knife is how it is ground. So it came with relatively thick edge, as you can see. Well, yes, it's not a kitchen knife, it shouldn't be too thin, but the angles are really acute, and the way it was sharpened from a factory, it has a very significant burr on one side. I sometimes even, well, of course I got rid of the burr with the ceramic rod. It is pretty sharp after that. It would be probably shaving sharp, but still my impression is that it could be a little bit better. It could be a little bit better sharpened from a factory. So not very much impressed, but so far I didn't resharpen it yet for a month or maybe more. Did cut a little bit with this, still holds the edge, still sharp. So yeah, I don't regret buying the S35VN version. So now this knife, I don't want to do like appendix carry on this knife, and again, this is not really suitable for appendix carry unless you would get rid of this strap completely and will use this for your belt. But again, then the belt can't be really wide belt, it just will be narrow belt or something like that. You definitely can use it on your regular belt to go like this. You definitely can do MOLLE. That's what I wanted it for. I wanted to be attached inside my bag with different kind of stuff in there as a backup knife. I will not carry it, of course, every day it will be backup. So this is it all together. Again, hopefully if you were looking for this type of setup and just wondering how it looks, this is what you will get all together. One more time, take a look from all the possible angles, how thick it is, how it all fits together quite nicely. And thanks for watching. Have a good day, have some good adventures. Don't get into trouble. Bye.